guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another live reactions to Dr. Stone, manga chapter 178. And when it comes to, oh man, I'm not starting this off like a review. I need to start it off like a live reaction. So I'm very excited to read this chapter of Dr. Stone. I already have the page pulled up. It looks very wonderful because the first page is colored, and if you remember correctly from the last chapter, for some bad reason we cut back over to the Corn City where we learned more about the petrification device, the Medusa, and I think from this chapter we're going to continue on that line of like storytelling. So I'm very excited. I wonder what we're going to learn from the Medusa in this chapter. And before we get more into the live reaction, I'd like to ask all of those watching this video who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Blue Drew 97, as well as leave a like and a comment down below if you've already read this chapter, what you thought of it, or what do you just think about Dr. Stone in general, and are you excited for season 2 of the anime to come out? I'm not sure if I ever do reactions to the actual anime, but you better bet that I will be watching it. So without the way, let's start with the live reaction, starting off with the very beautiful color. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Stone also had the cover for Shonen Jump for this week, so it makes sense for why it's the cover page is in color, and it's just very beautiful. We see Senku, we see Chelsea, and I've taken some advice from the comments, and I have a little character sheet on the side so I don't forget the characters' names anymore. So yeah, like I said, we see Senku, we see Chelsea, we see that it's in color page, as well as we see this new character. I forgot his name. His name is not updated on the character sheet. Dang it. But all I know is that he's a pretentious douche nugget. Douche canoe, as many people will say. And he's a watchsmith, and he is in the process of being petrified. So let's get started with the reading. Senku comes in like, total success. We managed to reactivate the petrification device by hand. And the proof of that is that Clocksmith has been petrified again, as we have the color page, the cover color page, and it's very beautiful. It's very vibrant, as we have the title of the chapter, Dr. Stone, Z equals 178, science scale mountains. Okay, so we may actually get more into Senku's group as they get closer to the epicenter for the petrification thousands of years ago. So that's going to be very interesting. And when it comes to this color page, it's very beautiful. We have Senku, we have Tsukasa, we have Ukyo, Yo, we have Kohaku, as well as my best girl in the series, Nikki. She's blonde, she has muscles, she has big personalities. But all in all, this is a very beautiful cover page, and I really love it. Everyone's holding up the peace sign. I can tell this is going to be a great chapter. Oh, okay, so yeah, he gets petrified, and now he's back to normal, blushing because you have Yuzuhara who unpetrified him, and now we have Mina coming in. It's like, so by tinkering with the mechanism, you squeezed one last dying grasp out of it. Maybe it's not lighting up anymore. That wasn't helpful. Oh, this is what is his name? It's gosh, I forgot that big burly man's name. What is his name? Luckily enough, I have the cover sheet pulled up right here. Brody, Dr. Brody. So yeah, Dr. Brody. That's what Dr. Brody said. It's not lighting up anymore. That wasn't helpful. But then you have this dude, I keep forgetting his name. Maybe the character sheet updated. Nope, it hasn't. Big sad. Oh well. I'll just go by him by pretentious dude. He's like, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Now, in the stone world, is being a quitter suddenly in vogue? As a pro, I intend to tackle my assigned task until I can't work anymore. The dude who was all fragile with a lady 2 seconds ago is suddenly acting like some hot stuff in front of the guys, no matter how brutal the job. Okay, so yeah, we are cutting back over to Senku and the crew, and I will scale this proverbial probable. I think it's based off Proverbs. Probable mountain. So as long as it stands in my way, we'll climb these mountains. Yeah, we'll climb these mountains. Like, bam! So this is Chelsea saying this, and now we have Reese like, haha, this is our Mount Tino. And you have Zeno's like, Mount Tino, what? It's like, and then now we're gonna have Francois explaining it. No, it's the Andes Range. Mount Tino is a Japanese item. Mount Tino is a Japanese idiom that signifies the obstacle that might be overcome to turn the tide of battle. Okay, that's what Mount Tino is. Okay. And then we have Taiju's like, the Andes, huh? Feel like I've heard of the names before. Oh god. And it's like, looks, and then you have also Chrome's like, looks bad. These range seems to go on forever with no gap. And Kohaku's probably gonna have something funny to say. Oh. I think I know what Kohaku's about to do. She's like, there's clearly no going around them, which means, like it or not, we have to cross right through, and then the armadillo just gets killed. I wonder who killed it. Kohaku. It just makes the most sense that it would be Kohaku, because she doesn't care. Senku comes in with like, well, the gang in Corn City. Oh gosh, I'm trying to read this. While the gang in Corn City analyzes the device's mechanism via remote work, we'll be speeding off to Ground Zero to find the original device that started this mess. Okay, so like I said, they're going to go to Ground Zero and hopefully find a Medusa there. Yay! Kohaku's like, oh, our only hope against Stanley is to find and activate their other petrification device. For such a long journey, insist that you keep yourselves well fed. Thanks, Francois. Keep in mind that we're short in time. Stanley's people will have the plane repaired before we know it. Okay, and this is, I'm trying to remember his name. I forget his name too. He got injured last chapter. He was a part of, oh gosh, I cannot find him. He was on my list. Oh, there he is. Hyoga. Okay, yeah, Hyoga also chiming in. And oh, does it look like the plane is fixed? But once we make it to the Amazon River forest, these huge trees and their canopy will provide a natural barrier that's how we'll win, since their plane can't attack or land there. Okay, so they're planning on taking cover once they reach the forest. Tiger's like, oh, awesome! How much further to the rainforest barrier thingy? Hard to say. Even nature's changed a lot over thousands of years, as we witnessed back in Japan. Yeah. Also, now that I think about it, it's weird how close the Andes Mountains is. Like, I'm not the best at geography, but I don't know if the mountains should be this close to a desert. Well, also the desert has expanded, so that makes sense. No problem. This really is our Mount Tino. Right after we cross the Andes, we'll run into the dense rainforest and be home free. How can you possibly know that? The area wasn't even a desert 1,000 years ago. Huh? Since you're a geographer, do you know what land's like up ahead? Kinda, in a way? Don't believe me? Then take snow in Japan. Let me guess. There's a ton more snowfall now than in the old days, right? Oh, yeah, I guess there is. Why, yes, she's right. That's why we had to wait for spring before our battle against Senku. Oh, tying it back to the Stone Wars. And then you have Chrome like, hang on, how are you seeing the other side of the world without really seeing it? Oh, are we going to reinvent, what is it? It's geology. Not geology, that's the study of geodes. The land, but it's what is it? The weather. Is she gonna be the new weather girl? Oh, that's gonna be cool. And now we have Chelsea's like, humans turning to stone meant a dip in global temperatures. The icy Antarctic sea current started flowing north. I thought the seawater around the equator seemed chilly. It's La Nina. Okay. Oh, I remember La Nina a while ago. It talks La Nina, and I think, oh gosh, I forgot what the other one is, but it's basically in reference to like how the flow of like the air currents and the weather occurs in like the lower equator, and the reason why you have so many storms in certain areas and why you don't have storms in other areas. That's what La Nina is, and it's specific, not specific, but it's highly related to South America, hence why it's named La Nina. So okay, that's interesting. I actually kind of understand that a little bit. And then you have everyone's like ding, and you have just like ding ding, and you're in sync again. Ding ding ding. I'm still lost. Please continue. Yeah, Crow is like still not understanding it. And it's like, oh, and then we have Chelsea explaining it. Cold seawater makes warmth gather here, and the air gets all shook up. Meanwhile, the whole shakeup pulls cold air down from here. Chilly, so much snow. Yeah, no. He doesn't get it. He does not get it. Chrome doesn't get it. And then you have Zeno saying, put it simply, when the waters near South America grow cold, Japan receives more snowfall on the other side of the globe. Oh, even I get it. Wow, that's bad. It's like the whole planet is connected by science. Well, yeah, that's how science works. And then you have Senku. Colder seawater also means less humidity and less rain. Haha, that explains why this region turned into a desert. Oh, still, this mountain range cuts off the other side from any effect of the ocean temperatures. Get it? Getting over these mountains will drop us into another world where the Amazon rainforest, oh wait, before spreads as far as the eye can see. Oh no, I think I know where they're going with this. I think as soon as they get over there, like how we see the Amazon forest now, oh, it's gonna be completely different. Like it's probably gonna be so dense that like their motorcycles will barely be able to get through it. I mean, they'll be able to get through it, but probably barely. And now we have Chelsea. And for this freaky mountain crossing route, we gotta play musical chairs. Come again? Oh, Luda. You haven't. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Chelsea's about to ask like the worst question ever. Tell me, Luna, how much do you weigh? Oh gosh, Luna's like, oh gosh, Gita's like, Chelsea, the blunt strikes again. How is that? And then you have Kohaka's like, how is that blunt? What's wrong with asking someone's weight? Oh, Kohaka, you don't understand. You never ask a woman's weight. Never. And I'm pretty sure Luda just lied. She's like, I'm 90 pounds, 40 kilograms, I think. And then you have Carlos and Max being their simps of simps. It's like, that's our Miss Luna, so slim and trim. Wait, not with those proportions. Of course. She can't weigh 90 pounds. I think the 90 pounds is specifically referring to her lower region, her buttocks, her ass. I couldn't think of any word that wasn't ass in that moment. Yeah, basically she's thick. That's what he's referring to. And it's like, and even Chelsea looks at this is like, nah, I need a real number. Obviously she might. And Senku's like, we gotta balance the bikes by weight. We don't need to put much thought into the teams when we left in a hurry, but for the forced uphill off-road climb for bike treads or trios should be more balanced, or else the heavier teams will have a tougher time climbing. Redoing the bike teams. She's thinking that if it's redone, she'll be able to get with Senku. Well, if possible, and yes, I realize that weight matters most, but still, I have a feeling that Senku and I being on the same bike would work out great balance-wise. And Chelsea's like, oh, I get it. Senku's the dude you have a crush on, Luna. Lovey-dovey stuff is like totes the best. Gosh, Chelsea. Oh gosh, I think this is just proof that yeah, even though they're like thousands of years old, like she still acts like a. Oh gosh, this is funny. And even when she looks over at Senku, she thinks about, okay, we're going into a mini flashback now. I mean, it's nothing to get bent out of shape over, but yeah, we're dating. Just your average relationship between two cool and capable adults. And Carlos and Max says, say what? Kohaku's like, I have my doubts. I mean, I think they make a nice couple. It's just Senku doesn't care about romance as we go back into a flashback of how she helped save Chelsea's life. And I kind of had a sneak peek to the next page, and I think I know exactly what he just did. This is gonna be fun. Back when we talked on the Perseus, I don't even have an answer now. Just say you'll think on it. Once you're all better, will you be my boyfriend? Huh? Sure. Sort of like a political marriage. And speaking of, you probably have some guys who follow you around, right? Referring to Carlos and Max. You're not wrong. It's not a big deal, but obviously I'm such a capable gal that you'd just assume a thing like that, right? I don't know about your side's power structure, but I'm thankful if we get one or two more people on our side. Well done, Luna. Oh gosh. Yeah! Like, she doesn't say that, but she's just very happy. I feel so sorry for her. Chelsea is even more blunt about it. Everyone listens to that conversation, and everyone's like, especially Chelsea's like, this doesn't sound like you're an item to me. It doesn't! Sweet. Oh gosh. And then you have Kohaku. This is Senku we're talking about, so I assumed as much. I gotta try harder then. And Carlos's Max is just like the Sips are like, oh, thank goodness our queen is not taken. Whew, it was just a joke. But okay, but yeah, we're about to get to the invention that Senku made as we got Gin. It's like, I see you, dear Chelsea. Just put everyone at ease with talk of love to make it a bit easier to discuss how much we all weigh. Nope, I was just prying because I felt like it. Oh gosh, Chelsea, you blunt. I love you. Now Senku's like, doesn't matter how much we weighed way back whenever, cause that number is 10 billion% guaranteed to have changed after a few years living in the stone world. Oh yeah, it makes sense. They probably either slimmed down or gained a little bit more muscle, or in Senku's case, absolutely nothing. I mean, he probably puffed up a little bit, but he's just a weak stream being. But yeah, we've acquired a scale. Here's where the fun is about to come in, because now we're gonna have Senku basically explain how they're gonna get everyone's weight. Right after reviving, I made a new ruler based on my height of 171 centimeters, and 10 cubic centimeters of water is exactly 1 kilogram. Yeah, 10 cubic centimeters is exactly 1 kilogram. Yeah, that checks out. Mainly, like when it comes to kilograms, centimeters, when it comes to the metric system, there's normally like a 10 times increase between them. So having 10 centimeters in one instance can weigh 1 kilogram in another. Actually, no, wrong, because if I remember correctly, 10 centimeters. Oh gosh, the metric system is it works, but it's like he says 10 centimeters is 1 kilogram. That makes sense, because if I'm trying to remember 1 kilogram. It's confusing. Let's just roll with what he says. It's for me to explain it. It's just keep it as is. It's more of a 1-for-1, so it's fine. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 for how many? Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's basically 1-for-1. It's just like how I would try to word it. It would be too difficult to like do it. But yeah, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to weight in water, in like milliliters, liters, to weight in kilograms, grams. It's just a 1-to-1 ratio, so it's fine. So yeah, they're starting to do the weights and the measurements, and starting off with Kohaku, who weighs 52 liters or 52 kilograms, and we have Luna basically drinking as much water as possible to gain more weight so that she can guarantee that she's on the same bike as Senku. And I think we're about to see the bike distributions. Oh, we're gonna get all of their weights. Dope. So you have Francois at 50 kilograms, Suika at 21 kilograms, and they will be on the boiler because they are on the lighter end, which makes sense. And then you have Ukyo, Hyoga, and Kaseki. Kaseki weighs 57 kilograms, Hyoga weighs 81, and Ukyo weighs 60 kilograms. You know what? I love this. The fact that we're seeing all of their weights and how, if anything, if we were to add them up, I'm pretty sure they would probably all equal around the same amount, which would be very interesting. But yeah, we're seeing all of them being distributed. And wait one second, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Senku is going to be on the same bike with Ryusui and Chrome. Luna is with Kohaku and Taiju. Which makes sense because they're actually really distributed well. Tsukasa's on the same bike with Gin and Chelsea, and Max is on the same bike with Carlos and Zeno, and Hyoga with Kaseki and Ukyo, and they're all distributed well, more or less. So yeah, this is very interesting, and I just like that we're able to see it. So now that they're evenly distributed for the most part, they're about to climb this mountain as fast as they can on their bikes. And unfortunately, as we see, even though yes, they're able to climb the mountains as they can on these bikes, they still can't just do it all on their bikes. They have to push up some parts of the mountain, which is very cool and very interesting. As we have Kaku saying, seems like it's the end of the line for our bikes. Oh no, Stanley's like, good, ready to fly? Sadly, we don't have the time to sit around in frustration. Stanley's gang is about to come at us in their plane. Oh no, but we have to toss the bikes and cargo and keep climbing with nothing but the clothes on our backs. Kya, not happening. The climb's bound to kill us. Nope, we're not leaving anything behind. Oh no. We'll compete against the plane with a transport route born of science, a ropeway. We're making that now? Lol. Like I said, all the sorts of vehicles across South America. As the chapter ends here. Okay, this is very interesting. So, overall, I think this is a very good chapter of Doc Stone. I find it very comedic, as always, and I find it very interesting because let's start from the beginning. First of all, like I said, enjoy the cover page, and I enjoy that even in the chapter, we're not going to get a whole lot. We didn't get a whole lot about the new petrification device and how it works, but we're going to probably get that more in a later chapter as the people in Corn City works on it. But it's cool that we also get to focus more on the people on the team that is going through South America on these bikes and getting like a good understanding of like what's going on, how they're going to be able to cross this mountain even with these bikes, and that they're going to create a new invention, most likely next chapter. They're going to create the rope bridge, and once they create the ropeway, that may get them directly into the forest, where as soon as Stanley's plane comes in, it may be able to like see them the moment right before they go under the canopies, and they'll escape that way. So that's what I'm predicting is going to happen next chapter. But I think it was very interesting that we also get to see more of a Luna flashback with Senku and how he agreed to the situation, because we always thought like, oh, he just agreed to be her boyfriend, but no, it was more of a political marriage. So it's very interesting to see like that difference in perspective, meaning that yeah, they're unfortunately not in a relationship, but she still has a crush on Senku. So that's going to be very nice comedically, and I just really like just how Luna interacts with the team and how she become more of a part of it. And I even get to see Chelsea and how she interacts with the group as well. I think that's probably the highlight of this chapter, how the characters really like interact with each other in like fun and interesting ways, showing that they are this sort of kind of team, as well as just getting more Luna in a chapter She is probably my second favorite character as of now, only behind Nikki, but I just really like that she's playing more into the role and we're getting more screen time with her, especially when it comes to the scale. And Chelsea, she's very funny as well. I really enjoyed the humor in this chapter, and I think this is where Dr. Stone like strives when it comes to like the shonen, that it has a lot to do with the science and is very interesting and it's very accurate, as well as dealing with a lot more comedic sides. Even during times of like danger and needing to progress, there's still a lot of humor, and I laughed throughout the entire chapter, which I can't really say about other manga, as well as we're still building up to Stanley and his crew, still chasing after them and establishing what's going to be going on next chapter. So overall, I really did enjoy this chapter of Dr. Stone. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter as well. Hopefully you enjoyed my live reaction to it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below, as well as subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And with all that out the way, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Do all of this cool jazz, and I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye for now.